This is KCBD News Channel 11 at 5.
You smell gas, and seconds after that, my daughter got up and was getting ready to leave out of the counselor's office and was blown back into the counselor's office by the explosion.
New details this afternoon on a deadly blast that leveled a building at a Minneapolis school. And as the investigation continues today, so does the search for a missing person still believed to be trapped inside. Good afternoon and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Shaley Sanders. We are just learning that one person was killed in a powerful explosion at a private Christian grade school in Minneapolis today. Crews are still searching for that one person. That blast left many more people injured and part of the building in a pile of rubble. Chris Clackham has the very latest details. Well, right now, the Slayton Police Department is hosting a news conference at City Hall to discuss that deadly accident that happened last night around 9:30 on Highway 84. It's a story that we have been following all day. Now, we do have a KCBD crew there right now, and we will bring you more information as we learn it. Well, the Air Force successfully launched an unarmed intercontinental ballistic missile. The Minuteman III missile, launched from California's Vandenberg Air Force Base this morning, traveled about 4,000 miles to a target area in the Pacific Ocean. This is the fourth missile test this year. The Air Force states missile tests verify the accuracy and reliability of the weapons system. Today's launch comes amid rising tensions with North Korea. Today in Washington, two bills are gaining major attention, but for different reasons. President Trump gave his strong support to an immigration bill. On the other hand, he slammed a different bill that imposed sanctions on 3 countries, including Russia. Blaine Alexander has more from Washington. Blaine? Okay, thanks so much, Blaine. Well, we are getting a break from that rain. It is a nice sunny day outside. Let's see how long that sun is going to stick around. John?
Tell you what, Shaley,
Okay, thanks so much, John. An unknown odor aboard a JetBlue flight to Oklahoma City caused several people to become sick. The aircraft arrived at the Will Rogers World Airport around 2 o'clock this morning. Officials were called to the scene to assist passengers who were having trouble breathing. At least 5 people needed medical attention. The cause of that odor is still unknown. Authorities are still investigating at this time. Police in Houston say the woman who allegedly shot her husband to death after she found him with another woman turned herself in to police. Investigators say the victim told his wife that he was visiting a friend. Later, she found him outside a home with another woman, which prompted an argument between the couple. That's when police say she shot her husband and then took off.
It was sad, but...
Well, back here at home, a truck full of mattresses were delivered today to Trinity Outreach Center right here in Lubbock. Ashley Furniture donated the 40 mattresses to the organization this afternoon. The company tells us this partnership allows them to give back to the community and reach those in need. As for the church, they say this generosity will allow the center to provide more than its normal pantry and clothing resources for their clients. Trinity has a plan to distribute those new mattresses out through other similar organizations. Hear those details and more from the church coming up tonight on KCBD News Channel 11 at 5. And also, the City Code Department is conducting exercises in the Slayton Bean neighborhood. Officers will be looking for code violations such as tall weeds, trash, junk vehicles, and substandard housing. They will be working in an area bordered by 19th, Interstate 27, 34th, and Avenue Q. A roll-off dumpster is set up at the field office there at the park at 27th and Avenue P. While on a research trip off the coast of Massachusetts, a GoPro camera got up close and personal with a great white shark. Scientist Greg Skolmel had a GoPro underwater last Sunday. Just as the camera entered the water, you can see a great white shark swim by. A little later, the great white came by looking for a little bit of lunch. The shark approached the camera and attempted to eat it. The camera was able to capture the shot inside the shark's mouth. The great white didn't get what it was looking for, but we sure got an incredible look at life under the ocean surface. And we have breaking news right now from South Lubbock. Authorities have closed down 82nd Street at Highway 87 because of a 4-vehicle accident. It happened about 10 minutes ago, and right now crews on the scene say 2 people are trapped inside one of those vehicles. We'll have more information on this as it becomes available. Coming up next on KCBD News Channel 11 at 4, we have the story behind a brutal attack on a Dallas train. And later, John is tracking an incoming chance of rain that could put a damper on your weekend plans. And find out why these ER doctors called a maintenance man to help them with their jobs. But before you make those hamburgers with that ground chuck, you will want to make sure there is no styrofoam inside. We have that and more on KCBD at 4 next. In state news, the Dallas area Rapid Transit is investigating a brutal attack on a train that left the man unconscious. Maria Guerrero visited the scene and listened to the man's story. Many people don't take all of the prescription painkillers, which can increase the risk for abuse and misuse. Johns Hopkins researchers reviewed studies of how people use opioid painkillers after surgical procedures. A large number of pills were not taken, mostly because patients said they no longer needed them to treat their pain. The problem is that 90% of those patients did not dispose of the leftover pills properly. That increases the risk of others getting a hold of them and abusing those pills. Your pharmacist can suggest safe ways to dispose of the leftover medication. Some even take them back. A North Carolina company is recalling ground beef because it may contain shredded pieces of styrofoam. The recall by JBS USA Incorporated involves nearly 5,000 pounds of beef sold in 2-pound black styrofoam plastic wrap trays labeled Certified Angus Beef Ground Chuck 80% lean, 20% fat. The beef has a production date of July 15, 2017 and a case code of 541640. The problem was discovered Sunday when the company was alerted to shredded pieces of plastic foam in the meat. So far, no injuries have been reported. A choking hazard has prompted the recall of about 2,000 children's magnetic building sets. The recall involves 2 styles of Panelcraft Rainbow magnetic building sets, the Rainbow Dream Builder and the Rainbow Solid Builder. The corner welds can break, causing the panels and frames to separate and release magnet steering play. The sets were sold at multiple stores nationwide. Owners can contact that company for a free replacement. When an Arizona boy went to the emergency room with a fidget spinner stuck on his finger, ER doctors needed a little bit of help from the maintenance man. This 11-year-old slipped a fidget spinner onto his finger and he just couldn't get one of those toy rings off. He and his mother tried everything, but nothing seemed to work. ER doctors tried a ring cutter, but even that didn't work. The ring was made of a metal alloy that is incredibly strong, so they went to a second emergency room where doctors had seen this kind of problem before and they knew exactly what they needed: a maintenance man. The man used his fiberglass saw to get the toy off of the boy's finger. Now, this is not the first time he's been asked to help out. It's actually the third. Car buyers could see even sweeter deals on small and mid-sized cars in the near future because of declining sales. With the demand for SUVs rising, many dealerships are swamped with new sedans, as well as sedans coming off of leases. Automakers are turning to cash incentives and special financing offers to clear out inventory. According to Edmunds.com, the average length of a new vehicle on a dealership lot in July was 76 days, which is the longest period of time in that month since 2009.
This is the First Alert Forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Robinson.
Well, we've got about 85 in the afternoon, so if you want to mow your yard tomorrow, Shaley, or my yard, or anybody's yard.
I don't know about that, but that's nice, a mowing forecast. That's good.
Maybe that'll help out all those mowers, but they better get it done tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, good advice. Thanks so much, John. Well, stay with us. We'll be right back. And we have breaking news now from that news conference in Slayton. KCBD News Channel 11's Caitlin Nix is there live with the very latest details. Caitlin? Well, it is time to take a look at the videos that are grabbing attention on the web and across the globe in today's What's Trending. There are good baseball plays, and then there are stupendous baseball plays that will have you out of your seat. Cleveland Indians outfielder Austin Jackson had one of those plays last night against the Boston Red Sox. In the top half of the fifth, the Red Sox batter skies one way back to right field. The ball looks as good as gone, but Austin Jackson has other plans. He reaches out to make the catch and proceeds to hang on to the wall while flipping over into the Red Sox bullpen. He sticks the landing for an incredible grab. And I know we're in Red Raider country, but take a look at this. A couple incorporated their love for college football into their wedding. This massive 150-pound cake was made for the groom. It's a replica of the newly renovated stadium at Oklahoma University. It is decked out with a press box, a picture of the couple on the video board, and a stadium full of fans. The couple met after an OU football game, and both are diehard fans. fans. The cake was actually made by Frosted Art Bakery and Studios out of Dallas, Texas, and they delivered it all in one piece. Photos of the cake have been shared nearly 10,000 times on Facebook. Stay with us. We'll be right back. John is back with a final look at our first alert forecast, and you gave a great mowing forecast earlier. I was impressed with that.
Well, thanks. Yeah, for those that want to get out and mow, you know, our news director David had asked earlier, you know, when's the best chance to mow, tonight or tomorrow? And I was thinking about it. I thought, well, I should make a mowing cast.
Good. Maybe he'll come out and mow everybody's yard for them this
maybe
weekend.
David will, not me, you know, unless you volunteer.
I'm so sorry I took all your weather time. We'll be
That's
right
all
back here for the news at 5. Stay with us.